Hi, I'm Johnny from UltimatePaperMache.com. This is a black bear, and it goes together really fast. This is a weekend project, especially if you do it like I did. I was kind of in a hurry when I put this fellow together, just because I just sold my house and I bought another one. I just wanted to get everything done as quickly as I could. So I kind of rushed through the painting. It's certainly not my usual style, but I actually like it. This is a faux taxidermy mount, and it's really obvious. I made no attempt at realism here. And oddly enough, I think it turned out really good. Now let me show you how this was done. The first thing you do, of course, is you print the pattern out on some cardstock. I bought my cardstock at Walmart. And I put plastic shelf liner on both sides of the paper so it's nice and stiff. And it's also waterproof, so you don't have a problem with the pattern collapsing when you put paper mache over it. Then after you have the plastic on both sides, you cut the pieces out and you tape them together. The nose is the only thing that's even a little bit challenging on this guy. It kind of feels like origami a little bit. I'm going to color code those edges on the nose just so that you know which direction the bends go. Other than that, the pattern goes together really fast. You do need to put something on the inside of it before you put the back on, because the cardstock that you printed on just is not strong enough to hold up when you're pressing the paper mache over it. So you do need something on the inside to support it. I used aluminum foil this time in the muzzle, and then I just poured in some foam pellets that I happen to have lying around from some package that I got a few months ago. Now once it's all done, you cut out a piece of heavy cardboard so the back stays nice and flat. And then once that's done, you can cover it with either paper mache like I did. I happened to use brown paper and paste. That turned out really good. You could also use the paper mache clay recipe that you can find here on this website. That would work out really well too. It would actually round it out just a little bit more than the paper strips. I used some of this acrylic medium. It just happens to be a cheap brand of acrylic medium. And I mixed in with it some black acrylic craft paint and a little bit of brown. I think nutmeg brown is what they call it. I mixed a little bit of these with the gel to make it transparent, and then used a really old ratty brush to brush it on to make sure that I could see the brush marks and see a little bit of that brown paper showing through. I did the same thing using some raw sienna and the gel on his muzzle. And then the last thing I did, once everything else was dry, I again put some raw sienna over his eyes. And then I did his pupils using brown pieces of black tissue paper. I really like doing that. I wish I had discovered that years ago, because I have such a hard time making both pupils in the eyes the same size. I don't know why that's so hard for me, but once I figured out that I could just glue the little round pieces of black on there with some gel medium, that totally changed my attitude about painting eyes. I used a little bit of blue and a little bit of white for the reflection in the eye. And then the last thing I had to do was add some matte acrylic varnish. So that was a real fast method of making this guy. If you want to make a bear like this, you can download the pattern. I've got the link down below. If you do make a bear, I sure hope that you will come over to the website and show him off. I would love to see how it turns out. I'll see you there. UltimatePaperMache.com.